Found his line in length on that delivery. Canada retaining 2 slips. A third man. Final leg. And a fairly deep mid off as well. And he's on a he's running in here. That's the over. Oh, and he's got through the gate, straight through the gate, and bowled him. Mohammed Asif Sheikh is out bowled for 7. And that was a fantastic delivery that started just outside the... A little bit of in-swing here. There's movement, and it's actually hit off at the top of the off stump. Canada. That's another wicket for Canada. So we're now 3 for 29 runs only. And brings the new batter to the crease. Dipendra Singh Array. It's challenging conditions to come into as the number 5 batter. Only 8.1 overs have been completed so far, but Nepal already on the back foot at 29 for 3. Canada have brought in a third slip. He comes and he's straight on the mark, and it's defended out to cover. There's a shy at the stumps, tempted run out, but the batter was safe and the fielder missed the stump. There's definitely about survival at the moment from this one end against Zahid Shahzad. We're into the 5th over here for Zahid Shahzad. And yeah, Nepal are really going to have to try and make it through his spell without losing any further wickets. If not, it's going to be a very challenging innings for them. Looking a little bit in trouble here. Here he comes in again. 5th ball of the over. Good line and length and defended into the... At one end. And now they're kind of been changing the bowlers up. And the ball kind of just went straight through to the keeper. So another wicket. We're on to 31 for 4 off 10 overs. It's a great start there from Sukhjinder Singh. A very accurate opening over. There was good turn and then some good arm ball. That was the end of the over. So we're going to continue. 31 for 4. They're keeping their main strike bowler on for his 6th over. Hint of movement still. Comes in for the... Oh, just outside off stumps. Punches it. Another good start to the over. Zahir Shahzad probing outside the off stump. Punched into the... taking these edges very nicely. Fielder's picked it up, sending it in, and stops the third. Very nice throw in there from the fielder. Very, very tricky line and length to deal with. And that's another wicket for and we've got Jaskaran Buttar in for his second over. We're going to continue here with Batar. So we've got one slip. In the leg side, there's a deep square leg. Who's been moved further out is in short square leg. It's regular square leg in the last over, but now deep square leg. So hold a straight line. It's pushed out into the leg side. Mid-on comes around. They get a single. There's a big gap in the leg side between the field is kind of a wide mid-on, and then everything else. The two fielders are on the boundary at deep square leg and deep fine leg. The opportunities for singles into that. Gascaran will be looking to keep it outside of the off stump. Pushes that one in, but the fielder's in close enough that he's able to stop the single. Been the nice shots out through the offside, but bouncer there as it kind of angled in towards the bass's body. It made it difficult to get the space to play that shot. Nepal are 43 for 5. Comes into bowl and he's they're coming in here. Fourth ball of the over. Just around the target. Three and a half and over. There's still a long way to go in this match. And he comes with ball just outside. a counter-attack by Mohamed Arif Sheikh. Cost a few wides, but otherwise it's been very tight, very good bowling from the Canadian team. coming on for his 6th over. He's currently bowled 5 overs, 17 runs with an economy of 3.4. Fielding wise, we have got a deep point on the boundary and a deep square leg also on the boundary. Starts off deep fine leg and deep third man. Suggests to me a little bit of some bounces, maybe some short deliveries going to be bowled here, given the field, but we'll see what comes out. Oh, that's a beautiful line and length. Good length. Batter was kind of caught in two minds whether to go forward to that or play it off the back foot. Just down the leg side to it, and good catch was taken. Second slip. No fielding errors, and they've been sharp trying to stop the seconds and the quick singles. Comes in again. It's a little bit short. He's clipped it. Caught by the keeper, but it looks like it came out. You see here in the replay, shorter delivery, a little bit down the chest guard. Two runs so far off this over. As Batar runs in. Down to fine leg. Should only is replaced with wicketkeeper has a little bit of change in field here. We have a one slip, gully, point is heading out to the boundary, cover. We have a long off, a long on, deep square leg, and a short fine leg. We're coming into bowl. Left arm over, pitched up, pushed out to the boundary. There is a fielder out there who's going to pick it up and send it in to stop the second. There's just one run. Sending back down the wicket. And Sheel Patel opened the bowling yesterday. Saturday. Bowling 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 15. So a very economical opening bowling spell in that game. For the fourth ball of the over. Oh, excellent delivery. A little bit of a fuller length, but turned quite significantly past the batter. We go in again. And that's a full delivery pushback. So there's definitely some turn on offer for the bowlers today. The left arm spinners have been exploiting that. Two batters currently have a 49 run partnership. They're almost at 50 partnership. They face 65 balls, which is in. But it's well fielded by Sheel Patel. And a great start to his spell. 1 run off the over. Tajinder Singh is going to continue. Field remains fairly similar from his previous over, with a lot of protection behind square and square and behind square. Comes into bowl. And it's cut beautifully through the offside, down to the boundary for 4. It's a lovely shot there from Mohammad Arif Sheikh. See on the replay there was good width and he rocked back and middled it for 4. It's the 50 partnership up for Nepal. 53 runs between these two. Into bowl. It's a straighter one. There's an appeal. Come down the wickets, hit the pads, but the umpire's not interested. Mohamed Alif Sheikh moves on to 37 off 34 balls. He's hit 3 fours and 2 sixes. A strike rate of around 110. His partner, Ashum, 14 off 37. Batting a lot slower, but a very important partnership. So he's going to continue. Another wide one and another cut shot, but now there's a fielder out at deep point who's able to pick that up and return it for just a single. Arjun Saud on strike. It's just defended back to the bowler. Five off the over so far. That's down the leg side for a wide. Tajinder struggling a little bit with line still. Had to put a lot of space out on the offside for the batters, and now wide down the leg side. Comes in. Fifth ball of the over. It's a short delivery, is pushed out into the leg side. There's a bit of space there. The keeper's got round to it quickly again. Really good fielding from the keeper to stop a second run. After he played that shot, it looked likely that they would get 2, but the keeper's restricted that to 1. Very quick out of the blocks there from the Canadian keeper. So another run, so that's 7 off the over so far. 1 ball left. And he's just tickled around to fine leg. It's a sharp single, but they make it comfortably. Very good running from the Nepalese batters. They end up with 8 off that over, which moves the score on to 93 for 5 of 24 overs. Run rate is around 3.9 and over. Projected score 194. We're 1 over away from being halfway through the innings. Shil Patel back onto bowl. It pushed out into the offside. They're looking for 2, but the fielder at deep point manages to pick that up and get it in a timely manner to stop the second. There's just 1 run there. Shil Patel comes in to Arjun Saud, and it kind of pushed out into the offside. They pick the gap. This time they're going to go for 2. And they're coming back to the bowler's end, safe. And there's a well-run 2. Just a little bit further away from the boundary fielder. So they were able to exploit that to get back for the second. A little bit more intent there from the runners on the first run as well. Really good to see. Oh, he's edged it. And he's walked. He's out. Caught behind. There's some very honest batting there from Arjun Sood. Appreciate that. We'll see on the replay here. It's a nice loopy spinner. And it's taken a fairly big edge off the bat there. Outside edge. Keeper's done well to pick that one up. And Nepal, you lose another wicket. They're still appealing, but Arjun Sood was already halfway off the pitch. He knew that he'd edged it, and take a wicket, first wicket today for Shil Patel. Nepal 96 for 6. Mohammad Arif Sheikh remains 40 not out off 37 balls. We've got a new batter, Kushal Mala. Comes in at a challenging time. Hopefully is able to stick around and build another partnership with Mohammad Arif Sheikh. This last partnership was 60 runs. So it took them from 36 for 5 up to 96 for 6. Three balls into the over. And Shil Patel against the new batter, Kushamala, who is a left-hander. Be interesting to see this matchup. Holds it well. Defended into the leg side. No run. That wicket came at a good time for Canada, as that partnership was motoring along quite nicely. Into ball, down the leg side, wide ball. Yeah, I feel like it was an important time to break the partnership. Pushes it into the offside. Last ball of the over. Floats it up. It's pushed into mid-wicket, but there's no run. There's 4 runs off the over and 1 wicket. Nepal move on to 97 for 6 off 25 overs. Interesting day for cricket around the world. We have Test series happening in Pakistan, between Pakistan and England. After the first day, Pakistan on 328 for 4 in Multan. There's a one-day international between Ireland and South Africa occurring. The Women's World Cup is underway. England playing against South Africa in the Women's World Cup right now. 4 runs needed in 6 balls. There's also the CPL final last night, where the St. Lucia Kings beat Guyana Amazon Warriors with 2 overs to spare, chasing 139. We've got a change of bowler here. A new bowler, Rana Salman Ghani. Coming into bowl to Mohammad Arif Sheikh. Starts off with a wide. Pretty similar field to the previous bowler, Buttar. We've got those defensive fielders on the boundary at deep point, deep square leg, fine leg, third man. Mid off and mid on are up. Comes into bolt. Push back nicely. No run. So in front of square, all the fielders are inside the ring, but behind square, mostly on the boundary. Ball of the over comes in, it's wide. He's cracked it in the air, straight to the fielder at deep point, and he's out. Caught. That's a big wicket for Canada. Mohamed Arif Sheikh out for 40. You can see here, short and wide, but he didn't get hold of it fully and picked the fielder out. Only had to take a few steps to his left. Very solid catch there. And for the second ball of his over, runner gets a wicket. Brings it to the crease, the new batter, Kushal Patel. And Nepal are in some trouble here at 98 for 7. There's only 25 overs of the match taken place so far. And after recovering from 36 for 5 up to 96 for 5, they've now lost both of their settled batters. Mohamed Arif Sheikh out for 40. And Arjun Saud is out for 17. They're going to have to rebuild here. Kushal Patel is taking leg stump guard. Field remains the same for the new batter, apart from deep square leg is being brought in to kind of a square leg, more of a mid-wicket position. Deep point remains out on the boundary, and we have one slip. He comes left by the new batter, comfortably through to the wicketkeeper. Comes in for the fourth ball of the over, just outside off. Bit of a low bounce and through to the keeper, who picks it up nicely. Kushal Patel he's had mixed fortunes this series. He was out for a duck in the last game off 2 balls, but previous game hit a handy 25 runs off 30 deliveries, including 2 4s and a 6. Be looking to channel more of that score. Ooh, manages to defend through there, a little bit of an inside edge onto his pads, runs out to the point. No run. It's in here to finish off the over. Outside the off stump, comfortably outside, left by the batter. And that finishes the over, which went for 1 run and 1 wicket. Seven off 26 overs. Going to continue with Shield Patel, who's bowling his third over. Currently conceded 5 runs and taken 1 wicket. Protection at long off and long on. Into bowl. Chipped out into the leg side, but there's a short mid-wicket. Picks up the ball. Long off has been brought into mid-off as he punches it back down. Mid-wicket picks it up again. Getting through the overs quickly here. Keep the pressure on the Nepalese batters. Nicely bowled outside of off. Batter played for less turn than happened, and it ended up being quite a big turning delivery there, but safely off the pads. Oh, and again, big turn, defends it, pops up in the air a little bit, but comfortably short of the mid-wicket fielder. Comes in for the 5th delivery of the over. Popped out into the leg side. There's space, square leg for a single. They're thinking about a second, but not enough time to get back for that. Shield Patel finishing off his over here, the last delivery. Tosses it up. Defended solidly. You can see the scorecard here. Putting Nepal in a better position. Unfortunately, losing those 2 wickets puts the pressure back on Nepal now. We're 99 for 7 off 27 overs. Rana Samangani continues from this end. So field continues, similar to the previous over, however, they're moving one fielder into the offside. We've now got 2 slips. Well, we kind of got a wide, almost like a 3rd or 4th slip. So we've got a 1st slip and then a 3rd or 4th slip. There's a point cover and then a deep square leg protecting on the leg side. It's nicely bowled outside the off. Good carry through to the wicket keeper. Yeah, protection on the leg side at deep square and fine leg and mid on. But there's a big gap between mid on and everywhere else. Be keeping a very offside line throughout this over, I expect. Actually, deep square leg has been moved up now to mid wicket. Here he comes, outside the off stump. Well taken by the wicket keeper. No run. With a bit of wind picking up here. Bowler comes in for the third one. That's nicely placed into the leg side or a single, the square leg. That's the 100 up for Nepal. 100 for 7 off 27.3 overs. Currently at a run rate of 3.6. It's pushed down to mid off, and they look for a single, but it's not on. Little fumble by the fielder, but he picks it up and stops the single. Comes in for the 5th delivery of the over. Nice, and it's punched back down the wicket and fielded by mid-on comfortably. There's definitely some consolidation happening here by the Nepalese batters. These two taking their time, taking their deliveries to get settled. Another cover fielder comes around and stops the single. Another good over there from Canada. Comical period here. Only a few runs off the last few overs. Shil Patel's going at 1 run per over. Shil Patel comes in, and it's a big shot up in the air. It's cleared the fielder for 6 over long on. A lovely shot there from Kushal Mala. See that on the replay. Frees his arms, swings through, and it clears the boundary by 5 meters or so. So even with the fielder right on the boundary line there at long on, batter still went for it, and here's another go. Pushes it back to the bowler, no run. Still went for the shot and cleared it. Cleared the boundary significantly. There's also a fielder out at deep mid-wicket. Pushed it into the leg side. Non-striker was keen for a run, but there wasn't any run on there. Cuts it into the offside. Straight to the fielder. There's a bit of a mix-up. He's back, and he's out. Run out. Big mix-up there between the two batters. So he pushes it out. He's keen, but the non-striker was keen, but then wasn't. Gets it around and is comfortably run out by the wicketkeeper. Very disappointing there from the Nepalese batters. Breakdown in communication. Probably wasn't a run on, but if they'd run it fast and without hesitation, they would have been home. And so Kushal Mala run out for 8 runs. New batter, Sampal Kami. Comes to the crease with Nepal at 106 for 8. Sheel Patel bowling well. We've got 2 balls left in this over. It's just pushed into the offside, no run. Pretty tight field on the offside here. We've got a slip, deep gully, short point, and mid off. Long off, mid on, and a mid wicket. And there's defensive fielder on the deep square leg boundary. Turns that one straight, but no run. Good over from Sheel Patel. There was a 6 off the first ball, over long on. But then a very tight rest of the over. So another wicket for Canada has moved Nepal onto 106 for 8. Sampal Kami in his at the non-striker's end. Left by Kushal for a dot ball. Sampal in his previous match. Batting at number 9. Scored a handy 31 runs off 33 balls, including 2 fours. Handy contribution towards Nepal's score of 176 all out in the game that they ended up winning by 20 runs. Comes runner. It's pushed into the offside, but it's stopped by the fielder. No run. In that same game, he also bowled 3 overs, no wickets for 10 runs. So a good all-round performance from Sampal in that last match. Nepal are going to want him to contribute another 30-odd runs here to help. And that ball from Rana kind of kept a little bit low, bounced short of the wicket-keeper. Captain's talking to the bowler. Interesting to see what tactics they go for against these new batters. Kushal's none off 11. He goes for a cut shot. He's hit it out to deep point where it's picked up and thrown in. Stop any chance of a second. It's a nice cut shot there. Kushal is off the mark. Moving on to 1 off 12 balls. Mangani coming in for the 5th delivery of the over. Nice straight delivery. Ended into the leg side there. Just the 1 off the over so far. We are to finish the last ball of the 30th over. Or not quite. Wide ball. We'll have to bowl that one again. Been bowling a very good, very tight line so far. Only conceded 3 runs. Only conceded 4 runs off 3 overs so far. Finish the over here. Push back down the wicket, but safely to mid-off. No run. The 30th over completed. And Nepal are 108 for 8. I think Shiel Patel is going to continue. He's going to be bowling his 5th over. Currently figures of 4 overs, 1 wicket for 12 runs. Kushal Patel is facing. Comes into bowl. Push back down to the bowler for no run. He's bowling this very consistent line. Most of the balls are straight, but a few just outside off to tempt it. That's an absolutely beautiful delivery. And he's bowled him. Oh no. There was a stumping attempt. So he bowled that one straight. It turned a little bit. Ended up missing everything. Attempt of a stumping by the wicketkeeper, but not out. You can see he lifted his back foot, but didn't leave the crease. A little bit short. A little bit more turn. Kushal considered whether to hit that with a little bit more force, but opted against it. Continue on this very straight line. Keeping the run scoring opportunities very low. He pushes it out into the offside. Through the gap between point and cover for a single. So only 1 off the over. Rana Samangani continue from this end. Kushal Patel is facing, scored 2 off 18 deliveries. His partner, Sampal Kami, no runs off 4 balls. At the moment, Nepal will be considering what is a good score. 109 for 8. They're going to want to try and get up to around 140, 150. Flicked out into the leg side, into the gap, and it's rolling down to the boundary for a 4. It's a lovely shot from Patel. Bowler has come in fairly straight, a little bit down the leg side there, and it's flicked away beautifully onto the leg side. Some excellent wrist movement there from Kushal Patel. And he's got the reward that he wanted. 4 runs. No run there. Comes runner. Side the off, stays low. Keeper picks it up. Currently 3.6 and over. Projected score of 180, but that's, I don't think, factoring in the Nepal being 8 wickets down at the moment. Comes into bowl, it's outside off. Pushed into space, down to third man for a single. Two deliveries go in the 32nd over. 5 off the over so far. Comes in. Aims for the Yorker. Pushed it out into the leg side, but they're only going to get a single. The fielder's round quickly. Some power off the mark. Partnership of 9 runs off 19 deliveries. Runners here to finish off the over. In he comes. Nice. Nicely on the off stump, defended by the batter. That's 32 overs gone. Canada fairly settled in here to these two bowlers, Shil Patel and Rana Samangani. Patel's coming on for his 6th over, and Rana Samangani is bowled 4. Nicely floated outside off. Heel for a stumping, but no interest from the square leg umpire. Floated that up. A little bit of extra turn. Comes in again. Solid defense. Just trying to tempt the batter out with a little bit of a cover drive or a straight drive. This one's down the leg side. Pushed out to deep square leg, who's coming in fast and sends the ball back in to stop the second. Bell runs in. Punch back down the wicket. Push through the offside to long off for a single. Boundary protection includes the long off fielder, a deep cover, and a deep square leg. Another solid over there from Shil Patel, just the 2 runs off of it. The ball 117 for 8 off 33 overs. So we have a change of bowler. Back into the attack is the opening bowler, Zahid Shahzad, who had an excellent opening spell of 3 wickets for 11 runs off of 6 overs. That included 3 maidens and 1 double wicket maiden. The Canada are looking to take these last few wickets quickly now, bringing their strike bowler back on. And he comes. And it's been driven through the offside, out to the boundary. There's no protection out there, and it runs for 4 runs. It's a little bit wide. Full pitch there. A little bit of a loosener from Zahid. And Kushal Patel makes the most of it with an exquisite cover drive. Patel is starting to look more and more comfortable as he moves on to 12 off 26 deliveries. And that's a much more aggressive line, not aggressive line, probing line from the bowler there. That's where he bowled most of his first few overs. A very consistent 6-over spell where very few deliveries on the leg side, very few deliveries straight, all were in that zone just outside the off stump, and that's been pushed down into gully. An excellent piece of fielding from the Canadian fielder there to stop the runs. Wicket keeper's going over to tell him what a good job you've done. Canada have been fielding very well in this match. They've been keeping the pressure on, keeping the batters on strike that they want, and ensuring Nepal haven't been able to get away with any easy runs. Comes in for the 4th ball of the over. Back to his line that has got him the rewards of 3 wickets early in this match. Comes this ball's over, or just outside of off, but well left by the batter. Nepal are inching their way up with this total. Partnerships of 15. They are on 121 for 8. Comes in and he's pushed that out through the gap between gully and point. It's running out to the boundary, but the fielder's going to get there as they come back for 2. There was some interest in a third, but they weren't able to make it. You can see on the replay a nice push out through the offside, guided between the 2 fielders. Kushal is starting to settle into this innings very nicely. We're on 123 for 8. Run rates at 3.6. Start of the 35th over. Well, that's a good turn there. Nepal considers pushing it back down the wicket, considers cutting it. But there's a lot of turn. Ended up just defending it. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. The appealing for stumping, but it's not. Let's have a look at this replay. Atta pushes forward at the ball. Doesn't really leave his crease. It's an optimistic stumping appeal, but it's good glove work from the keeper. An excellent turn there from Shield Patel, right past the bat. And again, well left by the Nepalese batter. Interesting little match up here between Shield Patel and Sampal Kamia. Shield Patel's getting quite a bit of turn. There we go. Fires through the arm ball. 2 balls to come. Sampal Kami's being patient. He's watching the deliveries. Oh. Just hugs his bat behind his pad there to let that one go through to the keeper. And he's gone for it. He's hit it out. Deep cover for a single. Pretty safe shot. Gets a single off the last ball of the over to take the strike for the next over. Nepal on 124 for 8. Partnership of 18 between these two. Zahid Shahzad continues to his 8th over. Nepal pushing their score up. Slowly but surely. The previous 2 matches, they had a winning total. They batted first on both games. They had a winning total of 176 in the first match. And then the second match, the first match, they scored 143 all out, which was knocked off by Canada's team. Tries to dab it down to third man, misses the ball. So we're looking for a score closer to the 176 than the 143. But they are 8 down. It's going to be important partnership between these two to try and push up the score past 130, past 140, past 150. It's pushed out back down the wicket, but cover picks it up and sends it into the wicketkeeper for no run. In for the 3rd ball of the over. It's a short one. It's guided in the air. Down to third man, who's picked it up. Sends it back in. 2 runs. It's a nice shot there from Sampal. Just leant back, watched the ball, placed it into the gap. Smart cricket. Short one, and it's guided again. Down to third man for a single. A little bit of a change of tactic here for Canada, playing change from his opening spell for Zahid, where he was bowling a lot of good length deliveries. Now we have a little bit shorter length. See how the Nepalese lower order batters are able to face short deliveries. Still a lot of protection behind square on the offside with that deep third man and deep point. Comes in, last ball of the over, and it's pushed into the offside. Fielder picks it up, flings it in. It's pretty wide. There's going to be overthrows. And the bowler is not happy about that at all. Point fielder picked it up, but the throw into the bowler's end was not accurate. And the fielder backing up was not able to stop it. Overthrows ended up going for 4. There's 5 runs off that last delivery, taking Nepal up to 132 for 8 off 36 overs. We've got a change in bowling. Shiv Patel is off and Sukhjinder Singh is back on. Guided out to the leg side, opportunity for 2 here as the deep square leg comes in, picks it up. 2 runs for Kushal. Sukhjinder Singh, figures of 2 for 30 off of 6 overs. Punched out into leg side again. Not quite as far, so only a single this time. Sukhjinder Singh started off with some really nice. Well, he's been bowling very well all day. Had a couple of very economical overs at the start, where he picked up his 2 wickets, and then Mohammad Arif Sheikh hit a 4 and a 6 off of his bowling, same over. Got away with a few runs, but overall he's been bowling very good line and length. Umpal to face. Pushes it down the wicket, but it's fielded by Sukhjinder. Oh, he's past the outside edge. Floated up nicely. He's turned away. Played down a straight line, but it's gone past the edge. And again. Really challenging the outside edge of the bat here today. And Sumpal is struggling to get to the pitch of the ball. Finish off the over, he comes in, and another one. 3 in a row past the outside edge of the bat. Very well bowled from Sukhjinder Singh. Zaid Shahzad comes back on for another over. Now into his 9th over. Partnership's now up to 29 runs. Comes in, guided down. Oh, there's a run out chance, but Ends up being a comfortable single. Yeah, so partnerships on to 30 runs now between these two. Kushal Patel is on to 23 and Sampal Kami is 6. So he comes in. Oh, he swung through. Big edge. Well, appeal for an edge. A lot of interest from the Canadian fielders, but no interest from the umpire. We watched it on the replay. Does looks like some dust coming up from the pitch when he plays his shot, so maybe he hit the ground and not the ball. Either way, umpire was not interested. Hard to tell there. It's good from Zahid Shahzad. Goes again, straight of delivery. Non-striker's interested in the single, but the striker's not. Ends up with no run. Fourth ball of the over. Here comes Shahzad. Pushed it into point. They're going for it. Attempt at a run out the non-striker's end, but the batter was safely home. Nepalese batters looking for the singles now. Once again, driven back down the wicket. Beautiful shot from Kushal Patel for 4 runs. He's waited for the slightly overpitched delivery and has struck that beautifully back down the wicket. Nepal move on to 141 for 8. Comes in, defends it into the leg side, but mid-wicket in quickly to stop any run. As there's 6 off the over. And Sukhjinder Singh will be continuing. Sukhjinder's to his 8th over. Interesting to see how this over goes, given the last few deliveries from the last over. Sukhjinder Singh spun it past the edge of Sampal Kami several times in a row. He's swept that one. It's coming down to the boundary here at fine leg, and it will be 4 runs. A well-played sweep from Sampal Kami. Started that, Sukhjinder Singh started that ball off on a line a little bit further down the leg side. And the batter was able to take advantage of that. Play an excellent sweep shot. Better line there from Sukhjinder. Comes in again. Full pitch delivery. Defended nicely. It's cut out through the offside to the fielder in the deep for a single. Comes in, fifth ball of the over. Partnership moves on to 40. Very important. 40 very important runs for Nepal. Punished into cover there. Fielders trying to tempt him for a run, but they're not interested. 5 off the over. Ball moved up to 146 for 8. Run rate of 3.74. And you feel like they're recovering here into a territory of a defendable total. Had 2 good partnerships. This one between Sampal Kami and Kushal Patel. And another one, 60 runs between Mohammad Arif Sheikh and Arjun Saud. 2 very crucial partnerships. In between those partnerships, there's been a flurry of wickets. Canada will want a couple quick wickets now. That's a big appeal from Zahid Shahzad. Appeal for LBW. There's a question of inside edge. We look back at the replay. They have edged it into his pad. For 1 run. It's given as a run rather than a leg by, so umpire must have noticed an edge. Ball. Keeps low, but well defended by Kushal. Zahid Shahzad's in his last over here. His 10th over. Comes in. And it's driven back down the wicket to long on for a single. He's definitely... The bowler is interested in picking up another couple of wickets here. At some point he would have hoped to have got a 5 for today, but he's bowled very, very well so far. It's driven back down the wickets. They're going for a quick single. Fielder quickly on it, but not able to stop the single. Bowled a very, very good 10 overs today. But he'll be even happier if he can nick one off here and get a 4th wicket. The end of comes in. Down to long on. Just the single. That brings Nepal's 150 up. 150 for 8 of 39.5 overs. Current partnership 44 of 67. At some point, they might not have thought they would have got to 150, and they were 36 for 5. But the lower middle order has really come through. No run there off the last ball of the over. 40 overs are up, 150 for 8. It's pushed out to deep point for a single. Last ball of the over. 4 runs off the over. Sukhjinder Singh completed his 9th over. Current figures are 2 for 41. 2 for 42. My apologies. Off 9 overs. 1 more over for Sukhjinder. Going to have a new bowler from this end as Zahid Shahzad has finished his 10 overs. Nepal are moving along nicely at the moment, 154 for 8. The new bowler is Padam Joshi. He comes, right arm around the wicket. Nurdle down for a single to short third man. Adam Joshi bowled in the first game, 5 overs for 17 runs. Right arm finger spin. Comes in, pushes it out to a deep mid-wicket for a single. So right now the field is fairly well spread with a deep point, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, a long on and a long off. Here we are. The 50 partnership has come up. 76 balls. 16 for Sompal and 33 for Kushal. Down to long on for a single. We've got five fielders out on the boundary. Comes in. Four singles off the over so far. One ball left. Defended. Picked up by the keeper. And that's the over. So 42 overs complete and Nepal 158 for 8. Jinder is going to finish off the last of his 10 overs. Excellent 10 overs he's bowled today. He's taken 2 wickets for 42. I'm going to be looking for a third wicket here. He comes. Punch down to long on for a single. Kushal moves on to 35. These two batters have been content in the last few overs, pushing for 1s and 2s. And it's been rewarded with a good partnership. Go for a sweep. Sweeps it down to deep square leg. Who dives, picks it up, and is able to return it. Keep them to 1. Punched into the cover, no run. Out to the deep square leg for 1. So the projected score has remained pretty consistent. It's at 188. It's been like that for the last 20 overs or so. I think if they can get up to that kind of score, they'll be fairly satisfied with their day's efforts. Last ball the over, and it's cut out to deep point for a single. 4 runs off the over. So Jinder Singh finishes with figures of 10 overs, 2 for 46. Shahzad has also finished his 10 overs, 3 for 35. So the last 7 overs. Likely be shared between the other 5 bowlers who have bowled today. Tejinder Singh, Jaskaran Buttar, Shil Patel, Rana Salmangani, and Padam Joshi. Padam Joshi coming in. Ends up being an easy single. The fielder stopped it but wasn't able to pick it up and allowed them to come through for that single. Right arm around. Pushed into the leg side, but there's no single there. It's getting through these overs pretty quickly. Oh, goes to push it into the offside. Isn't able to make contact and the ball just passes the edge. 4th ball of the over. Oh, knocked back in the air past the bowler. Down to long on for a single. Bowler may have been interested for a split second, but wasn't a catching opportunity. This one straight back to the bowler. Turns around, straight back to his mark. Leaving no gap in between deliveries. 6th ball, defended into the offside. And picked up by the keeper. Just 2 off the over. 44 overs complete, 164 for 8. Shil Patel is back on to bowl the 45th over. He's bowled 7 overs, 1 for 16 runs so far, an economy of 2.29. He's been very, very tight, very consistent. And there again, that is beautifully flighted, turning past the edge. Too good for the batter, too good. And that's the line and length he's going to want to continue to bowl. He's pushed it, big edge, quick single, comfortably home. You can see from this angle, he was a little bit early on the ball. But it ended up safely going into the offside. Now, Sompal Kami's had some struggles against Shil Patel, but also hit some nice sweep shots. We'll see what comes out. Here we go. Fully pitched. No run. Comfortably defended this time. Comes into Sompal, who guides it to... guides it to third man, who has misfielded it. It's gone through, so able to get back for a second and a third. Some poor fielding there from Canada. Allows Nepal to get an extra 2 runs. It was a quick single that Nepal were comfortably in for, but unfortunately the third man wasn't able to pick up the ball, and the ball rolled down almost to the boundary for 3. That's cover driven, but straight to the fielder. So that ends the over. 4 runs off the over. 45th over is complete. 168 for 5. All have 5 overs left. Madame Jashi's going to continue for a 3rd over. He's currently conceded 6 runs. Shil Patel has another 2 overs, so he may be on to continue. So we have 5 overs. If Shil bowls 2, that leaves 3 overs. Madame Joshi's going to take 1 of those and may bowl another couple. So interesting to see how Canada, which bowlers they choose to close out this innings. Shil Patel has been bowling very tight, only offering 2.5 runs and over. Madame Joshi also very tight, only 3 runs and over. Nepal may think about trying to increase the run rate. Yep, big hit through the leg side, but only for a single. The 2 batters at the moment, they're fairly set. Kushal Patel, 38. Sampal Kavi, 23. He comes. Oh, goes for a little dab down to 3rd man. There's no one down there at the moment, so there's a gap opportunity for runs, but he wasn't able to time the shot. This time he was, though, and he gets it through. They're going to go for at least 1, 2, but the fielder picks it up and restricts it to 2 runs. That was much better played and a good idea. Seen where the gap was in the field. Executed it well. Nepal looking to push the run rate a bit here. They may be eyeing a score of over 200. And he's edged it, but guided it down to 3rd man, and that's 4 runs. It's well played from Kushal Patel. He's targeting the gaps. The outfield is quick enough to allow that to go for 4. So Canada changing their field. They've brought in that short 3rd man. You can see at the top of your picture. Backward point remains. Pushed into the leg side for a single. There's 8 off the over so far. Last ball. Sampal tries the same shot as Kushal, but is not able to make any contact. So it's a dot ball to end the over. 8 runs off the over. Ball 176 for 8 off 46 over. 4 overs left. Shil Patel will continue to bowl. He has 2 overs left. Likely will bowl them out from this end. He's only gone for 20 runs off his 8 overs. Kushal Patel is batting very nicely, 45 off 61. He'll be eyeing up a half century. He's batting with a decent strike rate. The partnership continues to grow. It's now on 7. Comes Shil Patel. Batter is hit on the pads, no run. Gone for a shot back down the wicket, but the bowler is able to field it. Another dot ball. Patel runs in, third ball of the over. It's cut to Point, who stops it, not able to pick it up, and they get through for a single. Hit back down the wicket to long on, just for a single. Big turn and bounce there from Ashum Patel. Too much bounce, straight past the edge of the bat. Last ball of the over comes in, hits it back down the wicket, fielded by the bowler. And that's another good over from Ashum Patel, only the 2 runs off of it. So Nepal on 178 for 8, 3 overs left. Do we have another over from Padam Joshi here, or it looks like we've got a change of bowler? So Jaskar Ambatar is going to come back on. He's bowled 6 overs for 20 runs so far. It's economy of 3.33. He's coming in to bowl the death overs. Nepal, I hope we're going to be eyeing an opportunity to hit a little bit in these last 3 overs and get over the 200 milestone. Target Jaskar Ambatar. Try and get a few boundaries here off these remaining overs. Hit back down the wicket to long on, just for a single. Puts the informed batter, Kushal Patel, back on strike. He'll be looking for an opportunity here to reach the boundary and also cross off a milestone here of half century. Will Buttar give him an opportunity? In he comes. Just back down the wicket. No run there. It's been a very watchful but sensible innings from Kushal Patel. He certainly deserves his 50 if he can make it. Played an innings full of good cricket shots and patience. And he's gone for it. He's blasted it through the offside, to the boundary, through the covers, and that's his 50 up. Excellent innings from Kushal Patel. He goes to celebrate with his partner. He waited for the right ball. A little bit of width. And he's hit strongly through the offside. Well played to Kushal Patel. A 50 was up off 68 balls, 5 boundaries. Here he goes again, and he guides it down to third man, likely for a single, but they're coming back for a second. Some excellent running from the 2 Nepalese batters. Kushal Patel ran the first run extremely fast, and that's what gave him the opportunity to get back for, in the end, a very comfortable second run. they've started well here. 7 runs off 4 balls. Are we looking to try and capitalize a little bit more here? He comes, and he's hit it straight to cover. And it's an excellent catch. Kushal looks disappointed, looks down, looks disappointed, but it was an excellent catch from the Canadian fielder. He absolutely middled that. It looked like a certain boundary, but it was ended up being an excellent catch. And although he walks off disappointed, he's played a crucial and very well-timed innings of 50 runs to get Nepal into a score that is going to be challenging for Canada to get to. Catch was taken by Alida Nadim and off Jaskaran Buttar. So there's 1 ball left in the over, 13 balls left in the innings, and one wicket left. New batter is Karan Kesi. Buttar into bowl, and he swings and misses. And that ends the over. 7 runs, 1 wicket off the over. Jaskaran Buttar has figures of 1 for 27 off 7 overs. 2 overs left for the Nepalese innings. .26 not out off 53 balls. In comes the first ball of the over. Turns it, takes the edge down to the short third man, but they get through for a quick single. Batter's having a quick chat. New batter, Karan KC, taking a middle guard. 11 balls left. And not sure what his approach will be here, if he's going to try and hit out or just keep knocking it around. They knock it for a single. It's a comfortable single to short third man. And it's a smart move to put the batter who's set on strike. Here's Shil Patel, comes in, and he goes for a big hit. He's gone for a big hit, and he's been given out. Let's have a look at this replay. I think he's given out caught behind. Yes. It's hard to tell, but it turns out to be a very good catch by the wicketkeeper. So he was caught behind, leaving Nepal all out for 187 runs off 48.3 overs. An excellent wicket for Shil Patel at the end there, who ends up with 9.3 overs, 2 for 42. The other pick of the bowlers being Zahid Shahzad, who bowled 10 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 35, and Sukhjinder Singh, 10 overs, 2 for 46. Nepal, who started off fairly badly, ending at 36 for 5, but they managed to have 2 excellent partnerships. First one of 60 between Mohammad Arif Sheikh, who scored 40 runs, and Arjun Saud scored 17 runs. And then the second partnership between Kushal Patel, who scored 52, and Sampal Kami, who scored 27. They had a partnership of 79 runs. And between those 2 partnerships, they've managed to get Nepal up to 187 all out.